friends, today I'm just going to do a video showing all my stuff that I bought during my break. I'm going to split this into two videos, and in this first video I'm going to show you all the games and merchandise I bought before the Distant Worlds concert. And the first thing that I got was Yakuza 4. So worth the wait. It's one of the best games of the series. Yakuza 2 is my favourite, but this is quickly becoming my favourite. Just fantastic story. The characters are amazing. I thought there'd be one character I liked more than the others or hated more than the others, but no, they're all equally fantastic and they all add something to the experience. This is the special Kuro box. It comes with a nice slip on cover and the wonderful tin box set that has the nice black with the silver dragons. But besides just the cool case, it also came with some goodies. And this is the Ichiban Box. And out of every special edition box set I own, this has got to be by far the coolest of the lot. It's just, I love how it's made to be a takeaway box, and it's got the dragons again and the Yakuza 4 logo. It's just completely and utterly awesome. Inside the Ichiban box you got a rice bowl and chopsticks. I pretty much use it just to put my loose change in there. See, I thought this was going to be ceramic and I was going to treat it as a true collectible, but it found it was hard plastic. Still pretty good, but I'd rather just put that on my shelf and just put my loose change in. It serves its purpose well. And lastly, it comes with a hostess calendar. And besides looking pretty, it actually contains information for the hostess clubs, which is very, very handy. So, without a doubt, that was probably one of the best special editions I've bought in ages. So, a big thank you to Sega of Australia to organise that. Now, there was actually another special edition out there that was being sold by Game, and I can't remember the name of that one, but actually came with a special case that had a white tin case with black dragons on it. It was pretty cool. But it came with a Yakuza 4 t-shirt, which I would have loved to get as well, but I just didn't have enough money to get both box sets. Maybe if I see it on eBay or from another Australian gamer, I might throw some money so I can get that version as well. Moving on, the next game I got was Final Fantasy Tactics 4 of the White Lions. Now, I actually owned a copy of this 2 years ago, and for some odd reason I got bored of it very quickly, but I got some encouragement from a couple of friends online, and they said that I should give this another go. And I'm glad I did, because I played this for about 30 hours and I had fun. But the reason I stopped playing is because I burnt myself out on grinding. It's just, you get to points where you need to grind for a long time and you can lose interest quite easily. It's a great strategy RPG. A lot of people hail this as the best, but personally for me, I still regard Fire Emblem and Shining Force to be better strategy RPGs. But still, this is a very, very good one. And at one stage I might get back into it. Next up, and this should not come as a surprise to any of you, and I was very, very overjoyed when this came in the mail, and that was Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. Now, I know where my tastes lie in games, because some games I'll play for an hour or two at a time, and then there's games like Ys that I'll play within, I don't know, 15 hours, and that would be split into a 10-hour session and a 5-hour session each day. I actually beat this in 2 days, just because I was enjoying myself so much. For all of you that haven't played an Ys game before, I do recommend getting this, because being a story fan for RPGs, I do recommend just getting the first 2 games, because I still believe that this has the best storyline of the entire series. And just to give you some information, this is actually a tweak of the Ys Eternal version that was available for PCs around 1998 to about 2000, where they've kind of ported it to other systems. I think they ported it to the PS2. Yes, they did. They ported it to the PS2, and they kind of remade it for their PC. And it's a great version. I love the visuals, just so wonderful. Just this high res 2D artwork, and it's just amazing. Now, what's really cool is it both contains the original Eternal version and the Chronicles version, which is pretty much the Eternal version with new artwork and a really, really good soundtrack. In fact, the game actually has three soundtracks, which is the Chronicles version, which was remade for the PSP. It has the original Eternal soundtrack that was made for the Windows game, and it has the PC 88 8-bit version, which was the original soundtrack for the very first version of East 1 and 2. So, to anyone who owns a PSP and has not played an East game yet, just definitely buy this. This and the TurboGrafx CD PC Engine version are the best versions to get into East. And again, I gotta say to you guys and gals at XC, just thank you so much. You did a wonderful job as always. Next up, this is Kyoryu Ryuga Gotoku Shinjio. I don't know if I butchered that, but it pretty much translates to Yakuza, A New Story, Black Panther. And I really like this. It has some amazing cutscenes that were drawn in the same style as the Metal Gear Solid PSP game. So if you really like those cutscenes, then they have exactly the same. I wouldn't be surprised if it's exactly the same artist. But wow, it's a really difficult game. Out of all the Yakuza games I've played, this is without a doubt the hardest. Now, the reason for this is they've changed the battle system a bit. It's more focused on one-on-one fighting, even though there are other enemies in the field. But it's not just button mashing anymore. You really have to think about what attacks you are going to do, because if you spam too much, the enemy will catch wind of it and change their fighting style. And what's also difficult is if you do keep spamming the same attack or just repeatedly pressing buttons, your character runs out of stamina and pretty much keels over and allows the enemy to get a couple of free hits. So it's quite challenging. I'm come to a complete standstill because the fight that I'm currently in is just insanely hard. One of the hardest games I've played in years. That shouldn't deter you from playing, because from what I've played so far, I've enjoyed it immensely. I may have to put this on an easier setting, but definitely get it if you love Yakuza. And I hope Sega does give this a chance, because I know a lot of fans are tiptoeing around should they release this because of the difficulty. I reckon they should give it a chance, because it's still Yakuza, it's still wonderful. Next up is Necia Story for the PSP. Now, this was one of the first RPGs released on the system. It's very old school, very much a Super Nintendo 2D looking RPG. I haven't really invested much time into this, so I'll play it at a later date and hopefully tell you guys and gals more about it. And lastly for this video, now last week I did promise that I would talk about this game at great length, but I've been replaying the game at certain parts, and I wanted to make another video before I talk about this game in great length. But I'd actually just use the remaining minutes left just to show you just the box set in general, and of course that is Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. It's a really great box from XZ. Wonderful shiny box that comes with a lot of great stuff. It contains a map of the continent, which I'm not going to pull out because it's a pain to unfold it. At one stage I will get it framed when I find a good business that does great frame jobs, so I can get my East map done, and I'll get the Trails in the Sky map done. So yep, comes with the game. Open it up. That's not the game disc, by the way, there. That's Final Fantasy IV. I've got Trails in the Sky on my PSP. Comes with this wonderful manual that has the Braces Guild handbook. It's a real nice touch. Also inside comes with a soundtrack, and of course Falcom JDK music is king. totally worth getting the box set just for this alone. But lastly, and this adds a nice little touch, especially if you've played Trails in the Sky and understand the world, the characters, and what they do, this is a bracer badge pin, which is very cool because the characters in the games have to wear bracer badges, and I will proudly wear this because I just absolutely love Trails in the Sky. For all of you that know your pins, because I'm not big into pins, but this is new to me. I have no idea what kind of pin this is, whether you put it on your hat or you can put it on your pocket, but I just worried that I'm gonna lose it if I put it on my pocket and it drops off. But this is a awesome thing, and I know a lot of people are still keeping theirs sealed, but I just wanted to pull it out immediately so I could wear it. So guys, that's all the stuff that I got before the concert. In the next video, I'm going to show you all the stuff that I got during and after the concert. So